There are rare moments in astronomy when the universe whispers something it shouldn't. When the data bends, predictions fail, and the sky stops behaving like the sky. Tonight is one of those moments. New images of interstellar object 3I, Atlas, released quietly on November 5, confirm what scientists feared since the first anomaly months ago. This object is not slowing down. It's speeding up. Accelerating through the solar system as if gravity applies to everything except itself. And when those high-resolution frames arrived, showing a clean, compact point of light with none of the massive gas cloud it should be shedding, astronomers realized something is profoundly wrong. A comet losing billions of tons of mass should look like chaos. Instead, Atlas looks unchanged, smooth, silent. That silence is what terrifies scientists, because if the missing gas cloud doesn't appear soon, the natural explanation collapses. On November 5, astronomers expected a bright tail, a huge plume of vapor, the unmistakable signature of a comet blasting away its surface near the Sun. Instead, Atlas appears almost identical to images taken months ago, despite the fact it should have lost over 13% of its total mass. Compared with normal comets like Lemon, which display huge translucent tails, Atlas remains pristine. If Atlas really accelerated due to natural outgassing, the required amount of gas would create a display no telescope could miss. Its absence is glaring, the equivalent of hearing a rocket ignite without seeing any flames. That's what pushed Avi Loeb to warn that if the cloud doesn't show soon, the natural model fails entirely. The acceleration itself is unprecedented. On October 29, as it reached perihelion, Atlas suddenly deviated from its predicted orbit by 4 arcseconds. Tens of thousands of kilometers of drift caused by an unknown force. It's now accelerating outward at 0.2 mm per square second with both outward and sideways components, like a controlled maneuver. This isn't tumbling. It isn't random. It resembles thrust. Loeb calculated the amount of mass Atlas would need to lose to generate this acceleration, at least 5 billion tons. That kind of mass loss would produce one of the largest comas ever recorded. Yet the coma is nearly non-existent. You cannot accelerate without losing mass unless the acceleration is artificial. That's the same mystery Oumuamua raised, but Atlas is far larger, making the puzzle even deeper. As Atlas approached the Sun, it brightened far faster than any known comet, yet without signs of fragmentation. More disturbing, its color shifted to deep blue, hotter than the Sun's surface, despite being expected to remain cold. Natural ice and dust cannot create this spectrum. Ionized gas or metallic surfaces can. And then came the list of anomalies. An impossible trajectory aligned with the ecliptic, a sunward jet that defies physics. Rotation unlike any comet ever seen, metallic signatures with nickel higher than iron, extremely low water content, polarization patterns resembling smooth surfaces, a possible connection to the WOW signal, and a blue glow that contradicts thermal laws. Any one of these would be strange. All of them together make Atlas unique in the history of astronomy. Everything now comes down to one test. On December 19, Atlas will make its closest approach to Earth, and every major telescope will be pointed at it. If the 5 billion-ton gas cloud exists, Atlas is natural. If it does not, the comet explanation collapses instantly. Because without that cloud, the acceleration has no natural cause. And if it has no natural cause, then something else is moving Atlas, something we do not understand. Privately, scientists are discussing possibilities they refuse to say publicly. A dormant probe from an ancient civilization, a scanning device, a fragment of an engineered structure, a relay node tied to signals we once dismissed as cosmic noise. Most reject these ideas publicly, but none can ignore the data. Atlas is behaving less like a visitor and more like a system navigating its environment. As December approaches, the mystery deepens. Atlas accelerates. The coma remains invisible. Its light shifts. Its path defies gravity. And the object continues gliding through the solar system with a calmness that feels less like survival and more like intention. Whether natural or not, Atlas forces us to confront a possibility humanity has avoided for centuries. What if our solar system is not empty, but observed? The cosmos just sent us a question. And soon, we will have